Hi, my name is John Bragg, and this is my shot analysis for Module 3. In particular, we'll be taking a look at an example of the long shot. For this assignment, I've selected a shot from Inglourious Basterds, a World War II film released in 2009 by Quentin Tarantino. In this long shot, the audience is introduced to Sergeant Donnie Donowitz. Since this shot is so brief, I've captured it as a GIF to allow for presentation without the need to manually replay the footage. Now let's take a look at the entire shot. Here you can see Sergeant Donowitz, played by Eli Roth, as he emerges from a dark tunnel to confront a captured German officer, while his superior officer, Lieutenant Aldo Raine, played by Brad Pitt, looks on. The first thing about the shot I noticed was how the camera tracks backward to capture the entire subject for the duration, to maintain the long shot perspective while revealing more and more of the environment around him as the shot progresses. In my opinion, this is a perfect example of long shot composition in which, according to grammar of the shot, the audience's attention is either drawn to the environment, or to the person, or to a combination of both. Specific to framing, in the long shot, the subject with headroom and footroom covers the entire frame from top to bottom. This is clearly the case with the shot I've selected for examination, as you can see here. Also, as the figure covers only approximately 1/6 of the area of the screen, then there is still a great emphasis on the background area and environment. You can see here that while Mr. Roth is the primary focus of the shot, the setting is being revealed around him and the audience gains additional information as the shot progresses. Next, the assigned reading states, the figure is now large enough for any subject action to be clearly seen, so the audience's attention is clearly drawn to the foreground figure. In this shot, examination of detail is not possible. Again, it's obvious where Mr. Tarantino wants the audience's attention. You can see the entirety of the character and his actions, in this case simply walking toward the foreground. It's worth noting here that long shots are often used with a moving person. At this point, though, you cannot discern smaller details, such as what model rifle is leaning against the fortification, what's hanging around Mr. Roth's neck, or what's carved into his baseball bat. As far as problems with the long shot are concerned, the audience has to decide if the story takes place in the foreground or the background. I don't necessarily think of this as a limitation, as it engages the audience and helps hold their attention. I think Tarantino crafted this particular shot because it's an extremely dramatic and nearly over-the-top reveal for an imposing character. It doesn't simply affect the scene, but I would argue it's the centerpiece of the scene when considering the ominous discussion of the character that precedes it and the violence that immediately follows it. The shot works perfectly, and the scene wouldn't be nearly as effective without it. To close, here's an interesting bit of trivia I discovered when prepping for this assignment. The original script didn't reference this shot at all, and its content indicates that the Sergeant Donowitz character is already gathered with his fellow soldiers when the scene begins, rather than being the subject of the dramatic reveal seen here. I hope you've enjoyed my analysis of the long shot. Thanks for watching.